Hey, what's up, guys? Detecting Dakota here. I'm gonna do a 2016 finds video because there's nothing better to do besides stay inside or blow snow. But I'd rather stay inside and do a video. Alright, well, here's some relics that I found this year. Got some real good goodies. Just kind of saved some of the best things that I found this year, including this here. This blew me away. These two pieces were stacked on top of each other like that, but it is a powder flask, missing the top. It's mid 1800s, and I got an old Ford 85 insignia there that goes on the side of a truck or something, I don't know. I got some spoons here. This is kind of a cool spoon. It says Oklahoma. I get it to focus. Oklahoma. Got an eagle at the top with the star. And I think it's got a date, 1907, right there in the middle. Cool find. I got lipstick case right there. Hem weight. Not sure exactly what that is. Still got eyelets for something. It's part of a necklace maybe, or a couple of pendants. A CCC pin. I think that's older than what I thought it was. I think it's 40s. 1963 dog tax token or tag. I think this is part of a two-piece button. Kind of a weird design on it. I don't know what that is, but in here we got a off an early 1900s bicycle, the Chief bike. That's kind of a rare find. A couple buckles. Actually, I found more buckles than this, but these were in my my pile. I just decided to bring them out. Found a few thimbles. There's one smashed, and there's some watch fobs. I think I got just the three this year: a Napoleon Flower, an Acme, and a JI case. One right there. That was a really nice one. A couple horse hames. Those were found these a few days apart. This one's got the square holes from Square Nails, I believe. That one's found in Ghost Town. That's an old one. This is an old farmhouse find. And we got a couple bells here. An old hotel key tag. That particular hotel was torn down in the 50s, so I expect that to be fairly old. No lock. Found it open. It would have been nice to find the key. But speaking of key, there's a Model T key, Ford. I got something there. I don't know what that is. That whole big round thing is solid lead. Not sure what it's for. Kind of falling apart. The outside part of a watch. No lock. I've never seen anything like this before. And I got a pie. It's for kneading the pies together, the pie crusts. That was kind of a cool find there. I got some cars, an old tractor. This is an old one. like an old ambulance or something. Old tanker truck. And what else? Got that 50 cal bullet I cleaned up. That was found in Ghost Town. Got St. Louis Ordnance 1943. Primer's been taken out. Probably World War II. Brought back from a soldier or something for memorabilia. 3 Merry Widows. If you don't know what that is a condom case from the 20s, I think, 1920s, 1930s. They were reusable. How nice. A music sheet holder. The spring action still works. Kind of bent, but that was really cool. Never found anything like that. And some brooch pieces. This is actually a pin. You can see the where the pin went in the back there. Brooch has still got the pin. And this got what's left of where the pin went. And what else? I got more tokens this year. Another CJ Diebold $1 in trade token. And Folgers Coffee, 20 cents off Folgers Coffee token. This one was kind of interesting. Ghost Town find. This is Michael Steinbach, 416 Nicollet Avenue. The only Nicollet Avenue I could find was Minneapolis, Minnesota. For 2.5 cents. This was, I couldn't get anything off of this. This is copper. And it is smooth. I don't know if it was part of a, or an old worn out large cent or what it was. But it's smooth. Got this in an old farmhouse. This has been shot by a bullet. I don't know if you can see. It's an old Indian head penny. 1904. I was surprised at that one. 1 cent in the inside there. I got some buttons, military buttons this year again. That's the Marines. World War I believe. Shank is there. Down erect. Another Great Seal button. Still has gold gilt on it. The shank is still there. Superior quality. Another one I found at my dad's. Flattened shank. I was found next door to my dad's there. A little early 1900s military button. Another cool find. We got an anchor on this one. This is part of a 2-piece. The other piece is gone. But someone told me this is probably civilian. That's cool. We got some precious jewelry. Didn't find any gold jewelry this year, but I did find 4 silver rings. This one here I found the same day as I got my Morgan dollar. And this one here, it's actually got initials scratched into it. If I can get this to focus enough, but there's an A there. I think it's got AMK scratched into it. That was cool. The silver ring I found by the old church in Ghost Town. Another heavy. I think it's silver. Not 100% sure. Got a silver. If I can pick it up here. 4H, which I think is 1940s. Third place, maybe. Didn't find the ring to it, but it's that piece. Junk jewelry. This has kind of got gold to it, but I don't think it's gold. It's not stamped or anything like that. Found that at a different church in Ghost Town. Just a copper ring. This one without a stone. I never did find it. Sift through the dirt, didn't find it. Probably why they threw it away. And an old bent up copper ring. Nothing real special. But those are finds from this year that I considered are real good finds. Interesting, to say the least. Now let's get to the coins. This was top dog of the year. 1888 Morgan silver dollar. Never thought I'd find one there, but I did. And I got a couple Walking Liberty half dollars, 39 and a 43, I think it was. I gave the 43 to the landowner in appreciation, and he said I could come back anytime, and he's got quite a bit of property. Yeah, so those are real good big pieces of silver. And for these coins, I put these all in the book. I think these are all last year, maybe. No, this one here is this Barber quarter, 1911S. That was the first silver of the year. I did find 57 on the year. Oh, there's another one from this year, 99 Barber quarter. And that 23 Standing Liberty quarter. We've got 4 of them so far. 2 of them in a spill. I'll show you them in a bit. I found that 42 or 43 Walking Liberty half. This was next to it. 47 silver quarter. I got quite a few Barber dimes. These are from last year. Here's an unknown, no date Merc dime I found at a school. Wore out. I think it's 1916, but don't quote me on that. I didn't find a mint mark on it. What else? This is kind of folded up here. Got quite a few mercs in my little collection. Yeah, there's some 2016 mixed in here. More Mercuries, more Rosies. There was my first silver I ever found. Rosie dime, 1958. War nickel from last year. I got one this year. I'll show you that one in a bit. Got quite a few Indian head pennies. I did find this one this year. It's an 1880 wore down. But you can read the date. Yeah, you can't even see it in there. Real nice Indian head penny there. You can see that one. That one was probably dropped in 1899, 1900. Full leb. More Indians. Some of them from this year, some from last year. There's the dates they were found. I did get one 1909 VDB this year. Right there. Probably not going to be able to see it, but no, I can't even see it. Tokens. Good for whatever in trade. I did find another V-neck. No, that's last year's, I'm sorry. A couple buffaloes. More tokens. In 1914 barber quarter found in Gillstown. Let's see. 62 Washington quarter. Now, this is where I started putting them in order of finds. I found that one. The next find was that one, and so on and so forth. This one was found on the edge of a street. That's as best I could clean it up. 1917 Merc. 1902 Barber Dime. Real good shape. 57 silver quarter. And this ended up being my best looking Barber Dime to date. Full lib, mint condition. Dropped to 1902 probably. I got a few Rosies, a few Mercs. Here's those two Standing Liberty quarters that I found out in the spill together. I can tell it's a 1917 because it is a Type 1. And it's got a 7 at the very end. 1918S. That was a great day. Found quite a few silvers that day. There's the reverse side, no stars underneath, makes it a Type 1. And more stars along the side compared to a Type 2. More Barber Dimes, more silver Washingtons. These two. And I got some Canadian quarters that are silver. Those were all found where that dog tag was found. Kind of in a spill, it looked like. More Barber Dimes. That's the cleanest I could get that one. I don't know if that was in a fire or what. There's 1900 V-neck. That was my second in my detecting this year. Second one I've ever found. This one threw me for a loop. 1901 Barber. Actually ended up being in really nice condition, probably almost uncirculated. When I saw the 1901, I was praying for an S, but I didn't get it. Mercury Dimes, couldn't clean that one up. I don't know if that was in a fire. Another nice Barber, 1897. Now we're getting down closer to the end of the year. Got a real nice dime trifecta spill. I got that 42, 1903 Barber. Let's go back here. 43 Merc. And a Rosie Dime. All in a spill together, all four. More Indians. Mercs. Washington. That was my ended up being my oldest Washington 1939 that I've found so far. More Merc Dimes. That ended up being number 50, that Washington, that 1939. It's got a couple holes half drilled in it. And what else? I got a 1910 silver Canadian dime. 10 cents, Canada. Now we're at the end of the year. That was my second ever war nickel, 1944S. And this here ended up being, I believe, to be my oldest coin, oldest silver ever. I think it's in 1875. I'm not 100% sure, but it sure looks like it if you look close enough. If I can zoom in. It's definitely 1800s because of what's on the obverse. I'll show you that real quick. That is Queen Victoria. They quit making them in 1902, I believe. And it has a 5 at the end. It sure, if you look at it right, it sure looks like a 7. I don't know, I could be wrong. Never did find any seated. 1911 5-cent piece or half dime. Smaller than a dime. That one blew me away. I thought it was a half dime or a trime. And they ended up on the year with a 1905 and an 1884 Indian head penny. So that's it. That's what I got this year. I'm really itching to get out and do some more digging, but that ain't gonna happen with all that flippin' snow out there. I'll have to wait till spring.